Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Let's get straight into the chart. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. This is just for fun. Now, we will start with Nasdaq, but I see a lot of great opportunities with the indices. So I want to talk about this and see what trading opportunities there are. With the Nasdaq, because the Nasdaq is the weakest, I expect Nasdaq sooner or later to break out to the upside, and that's the reason why I think this might be a W bottoming pattern on the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart. We had this bullish wedge. We broke out, but just could not continue. Instead, we are developing a W pattern because this is a low on the weekly and we have a higher low. We have a high which is a lower high, but let's hope we will develop a higher high. And in the case this develops to be a W pattern, we need to break above 12,000. It could be 12,000 or even 12,119, the top of this W pattern. Let me just measure the price target out of curiosity. Of course, it's not a W pattern yet, so we don't know if it's going to be. It does seem like it's going to be a W pattern, but we will have to wait to see. And if I want to measure the wicks as well, which I'm quite confident of a bullish continuation, then it is actually the top of this previous high, around 13,750. So what I expect Nasdaq to do is first to get to 12,000, and once we break above 12,000 and can close a weekly candle above 12,000, then I'm very confident that we will hit 13,700. And of course, right now, if I look at the moving averages, on the weekly we are still bearish. 20 EMA is way below 50 EMA, so we might move up but come back, so we could have great falls as well. However, on the long run, we will see maybe a zigzag move to the upside. Eventually we will break to the upside. That's what I think is going to happen because of this formation and because of this higher low. Now, for the short term, the 20 EMA might offer some resistance, just like here we tried to break above but could not. Eventually broke above but came back down below it. So 11, it is right now at around, let me just look at it. Yeah, at around 11 6 20, something like that. 11 6 20. If you break above that, 12,000 is my price target, and the 50 EMA could also offer resistance. 12,358, but I expect it, even though we might spend some time here in this range. Even if when we break above 12, we could spend some time between 12 and 12,358. Eventually, I expect it to break above and reach at least this price target. Let's have a quick look at the daily chart. And this is the daily chart for Nasdaq. On the daily chart, we are bearish in the sense that 20 EMA is still below the 50 EMA. We need a golden cross. However, we have these very nice green candles to the upside. And we hit my price target out of this W formation. And that's very nice. It's awesome. So exactly as I was predicting and what I was expecting happened. It is also telling me that we are going to continue this trend. We broke above this resistance. Let's hope we close this daily candle above there. But it does seem like we are going to close above this resistance that is now going to be support, 11,515. And then I believe we are going to run up to, yeah, 12,000. That's the next price target, 12,000. Yeah, we are on our way to 12,000. Amazing. Yeah, I'm quite confident of that. Good, let's go over to Sp500. So, I'm really bullish. The charts really look bullish. It's like buy the dips mentality for me right now. We had a golden cross for the Sp500 on the daily, so we can continue to go up. If I look at the chart on the daily, yeah, 4100 could be targeted. If I go over to the weekly chart, so let's have a quick look at the weekly chart for the Sp500 as well. On the weekly, we are still bearish in the sense that 20 EMA is below the 50 EMA. This is telling me that we might spend some time here in this range. But if we break above 421, where the 50 EMA is, and can stay above there, then we can continue this run first to 4100, but I don't think we will spend much time there. Then we might run up to 4270, 4280. That's my price target. And on the weekly, we developed a higher low. We need a higher high, and I think this is going to happen. We have a falling line here. This is a big resistance. If we do break above this falling trend line, I could draw it. But you can also draw it for yourself. Then I think 42, what I mentioned, 4280 is going to be targeted. Because of this higher low, I expect a higher high. I expect 4280 around that area to be a higher high for Sp500. Even though we are not confident yet about this, but the chart does seem to have a bullish turnaround and possible shoot up to the upside. Let's look at Dow Jones. This is Dow Jones on the weekly chart, and for Dow Jones, I notice a possible inverse head and shoulder pattern that is very bullish. Of course, it needs to be finished, so we need to run up to 34,750 and break above there. If we can break above there and have a closing week above there, then I think this is an inverse head and shoulder pattern with a price target of all-time high. And yeah, we have a higher high here and a higher low. Looks very bullish. Even the weekly we had a golden cross, so we can continue this run to the upside. And out of this pattern, my price target is going to be a very interesting price target. This does seem to be a bullish, strong bullish turnaround for me. And let's look at the bodies. Now, if we break out, of course, until then we need to wait. But if we break out above this area, or maybe next week, let me put it somewhere there, above 34,840, then 40,000 is my price target. So I do think with Dow Jones we are on our way to $40,000 level. Wow, amazing. Okay, let's go over to German index. German index is very bullish. Let's have a closer look. Wow, look at this. We do have an inverse head and shoulder pattern. It is already a strong formation, and I can trade it very well. I just want to draw it. Just a second. Let me draw this head and shoulder pattern for the German index, and we will also look at the possible price target out of this formation. This is a very strong formation for me a very tradable formation on the weekly. Of course, it takes weeks to get to where we want to get to the price target. We have a golden cross right now here. 20 EM is crossing the 50 EM, very bullish for the Germany, the DAX. And let's look at the price target. We have a breakout point here, and the price target is all-time high 17,266. I think it's all-time high for the German index, of course. So, amazing, amazing. Yeah. Okay. Let's go over to Japan. Let's have a quick look at the Japanese index. The Japanese index does seem to be very weak. In fact, we have this M pattern. If we break down, then we will have a big fall to the downside. We should stay where we are, stay above this line, just about where we are, or yeah, you can say this is the neckline at around 25,647. We can stay above there, then we will probably go back to 28,440. Not so tradable for me, this index right now. Good. Let's go over to Russell and have a quick look at Russell. This is the weekly chart for Russell. And now, weekly chart, we have a higher low. Looks bullish. We broke above 50 EMA. Of course, it's still bearish on the weekly. 20 EMA is below, way below the 50 EMA, so we can turn around anytime. But we are trying to work out a higher high. Let's hope it happens. We can run up to first to 1930 and above there to 2000. 2015 is going to be a bit of a resistance for us. That's all for now. See you next time.